Hey there everyone. I'd like to show you today how to put together a T-handle, which is a kind of hack together, do-it-yourself sort of kettlebell that you can use to do a lot of kettlebell exercises. The idea of how I got to do this is from this book, The 4-Hour Body, by this guy, Timothy Ferriss. It's a really terrific book for anybody who's interested in achieving, personal health goals, especially doing weight resistance exercises, with stuff that you can do at home without having to go to the gym. It's also got a ton of great information about nutrition and all that kind of stuff. Anybody who's interested in this kind of stuff and improving their health and that kind of stuff, I encourage them to look up this man as well. Google Weston A. Price, and you'll find his foundation has tons of great resources for improving your health, men's health especially, and all that kind of stuff. So children's health. So great, another great guy, another great dude, Timothy Ferriss also. So today I'm going to show you how to actually put together the T-handle that he talks about in the book. I've done this before. You can kind of see the remnants of my first T-handle over here in this area, and then over here is the parts we'll be using to make the new one today. Those are my wife's real kettlebells because since she's the privileged one, obviously she has the real kettlebells. No, for real though, it's much cheaper to make the T-handle. The T-handle we're going to put together today will have a total weight in the end of around 49 pounds, something like that, almost 50 pounds. And I was able to put it together with these free weights, which if you're like the vast majority of men that I've ever known, you probably have some of these just slowly oxidizing and somewhere in your man kingdom. So that's why I chose to do this. It was a lot cheaper for me. I believe you can probably find some free weights like this. These have a nice rubber coating. You can probably find some that are like this for rounds. But that total weight, which is 35 pounds there, 110 and 125, probably find some of those for, I'm going to guess about 45, 50 bucks, something like that. Got the receipt over here so you can see what I ended up spending about total on all of this stuff today is about $36. So the only thing I didn't have to buy to replace from the original T-handle I made is this clamp, which is about $8. So I guess that makes the total cost of this, making the T-handle around about $90, which if you want to get a kettlebell that's around 45 pounds, which for most men that'll be a good starting weight, it's going to run you about $100, somewhere around there. The thing with kettlebells is too, when I was looking for the T-handle, there was no place around where I could actually go and buy the kettlebell, and shipping something that costs 50 pounds or nearly 50 pounds is really expensive. So you're usually going to end up paying around $150 really to have one shipped to you, unless you can find a better deal than I could. So that's why I chose to make the T-handle. Plus I already said I had the weights, like I said, I had the weights already, so it ended up being much cheaper for me than just buying a real kettlebell, like this nice set over here that my incredibly fortunate wife has. So let's get into it. So these are the essential elements of the T-handle, other than the free weights and the clamp, which like I said, is right there, and a little bit of duct tape that you'll need unless you are just going to use gloves all the time for your weights. So start at the bottom. This is a floor flange. This one's 1 1/4 inches. The one that I had bought last time, and I'll get into this in a little bit, it was 1 inch when I first made the T-handle, and I went with a thicker pipe this time because I like the feel of it better, and also I figured out that these could accommodate a little bit better size, and it's annoying when they rattle around. So I tried to get a little bit bigger size that would fit and fill out the hole in the free weight a little bit more. So this is a 1 1/4 inch floor flange. That one's I think it's galvanized steel. The rest of the stuff is black steel. This is a 8-inch section of pipe. I think it's called a nipple, 8-inch nipple, which is pretty sexual sounding. For a very phallic object, it's a weird name, but anyway, then these are 2 4-inch nipples of the same size, 1 1/4, and then the 1 1/4 inch threaded T section. So that's basically all that you need. Okay, so these are the parts of my old T-handle, the one that I'll be replacing today. And it's pretty simple, pretty obvious how it works. You just put the free weights onto here, and the floor flange obviously stops it from getting caught, and then this part is, the clamp is ostensibly used to secure it in place. It works alright. Then this part goes on top here. So obviously the first mistake that I made is that this part is way too long, the nipples are way too long. on either side. These are 8-inch nipples. And what's funny? Anyway, what happened is that, it's obviously too wide, so when I have to, do like the swing, I have to lean out way too long, and it messes up your posture, and it just, what I discovered is that you don't really need to hold on to the handles per se, like the ends, the nipples as though they're handles. You're really holding on more to the T-section in the middle, like this, so it's something that is kind of not addressed by Tim in the book, it's not really mentioned. Okay, so pretty obvious more or less how to assemble it. Just put it together and see how it works this time with the 4-inch nipples are those, and the 1.5-inch diameter pipe is what I'm using this time, or actually it's 1.25 inch, sorry. Anyway, let's put it together. I also wanted to, as homoerotic as it sounds, I wanted a kind of bigger grip around the pipe, because just don't laugh. Now you're just making me weird.
Why did you want a bigger grip
Because,
around the pipe?
It's going to kind of slip a lot. Obviously, there's kind of a little bit of safety issues involved in it. So, make sure your kids are not around or whatever. Coat these so that they're not too abrasive. And then it'll be tea time.
It's tea time.
No, not really. I'm not going to really demonstrate any exercises because there's plenty of videos demonstrating how to do that. You can do a lot of the kettlebell exercises with this particular kind of rig. But yeah, it looks like actually it's going to work perfectly. It's perfect. The side handles barely clear the side of the weight now, so looks like it'll go a lot better for a swing. So hope this helps if you're looking for the same thing I was looking for, because there weren't really any great videos on how to do it when I was originally putting the first one together. So good luck to you, and what's the name price?